Okay, so right about now we are at Cape Coast Castle. Yes, we're having a tour at the castle. So we're about to go for a tour at Cape Coast Castle. I think Cape Coast is going to be a lot of fun because Kakum was fun. How did you feel walking on the canopy? How did you feel? Were you scared?
No.
You're not scared?
No.
You?
No.
You don't want to talk? Share your experience with me. Come on. Was it easy?
Yes.
It was easy.
Yes.
Okay.
Very easy.
Great. So, Mama.
We have St. George's Castle in Elmina, built by the Portuguese in 1482. It is the largest and the oldest European structure in tropical West Africa. We have the second one in Accra, that is the Christiansborg Castle, built by the Danes in 1661. Finally, we have Cape Coast Castle, built by the English in 1664. Cape Coast Castle, it is the smallest among the three. However, Cape Coast Castle itself, it was once built as a fort known as the Karelosberg Fort by the Swedish in 1653. The fort changed hands severally between the Swedish, the Danes, the Dutch, until the English captured it in 1664. And so it was a British who developed the fort into a castle status as we see today. Cape Coast Castle, as it exists today, it was built over a period of 300 years. It wasn't built at a go, but rather it was built in stages before the whole edifice was fully completed. Slavery in Africa, it all started at a time when the Spaniards got to what they called the New World. Upon getting to the New World, gold and silver mines were opened, sugar, tobacco, cotton plantations were established. Inasmuch they wanted the wealth from the New World, they were not prepared to do the hard labor. They subjected the natives to do the hard labor. Due to European diseases such as measles, influenza, whooping cough, many of these natives were not surviving. They needed to get people to replace the natives. And so one Catholic missionary by name Bartolomeo de las Cascas, he had sympathy on the natives and suggested that blacks taken from Africa should be allowed to work in the plantations. In his opinion, he said Africans, they were doing the same work under similar climatic conditions in Africa. And then also Africans are much stronger. For that reason, blacks taken from Africa should be allowed to work in the plantation. So somewhere around 1512, they took a couple of black people from Spain to Hispaniola, that is present-day Dominican Republic. Others also say they were taken to Santo Domingo, that is present-day Haiti. That is where these enslaved Africans were tested on the plantations, and true to Bartolomeo de las Cascas' claim, each and every one of them proved physically strong, which made the demand for black people rise. And this began the unfortunate story of misery, the forced exodus of Africans from their motherland to the world unknown. The trade wasn't in Ghana only. The whole of West Africa, from wherever that these enslaved Africans were captured along West Africa, they would have to walk barefooted to the castles. Before they were brought down to the castles, they were first of all taken to Asana Manson slave market. That is where these enslaved Africans took their last African bath, meaning inside this castle, nobody took his or her bath inside this very castle. When you are traveling from Cape Coast to Kumasi, there is a village along the way called Asana Manson. It is within that village you can locate a river they call the Oche River. That is where the captives took their last African bath. Many of the captives were coming from the northern part of West Africa through to Tamale, Salaga, Techiman, the Kumasi, Asan Praso, until finally they could reach Asan Manson. The whole concept about the slave market was that it was because they've walked several miles before getting to that very spot. Many of them were tired, others were dirty. There was a need for them to allow them take their bath, shave them, apply pomade on them, just for the old to appear younger in order to attract higher. Ancestors were taken to the Americas through the Atlantic Ocean. If the descendants of the ancestors are returning back home, there is the need for them to also use the Atlantic Ocean. They got here, a very short but a very impressive ceremony was done just right in front of the door. And after the ceremony, the two bones were ushered through the door of return. That ceremony was very symbolic. The meaning of that ceremony means the chains has been broken. And for that matter, our brothers and sisters in the diaspora should